Are you ever curious how they shoot those big behind the scenes prank commercials? Well, I'm going to tell you how we did it for Red Bull in the last Formula One here in Miami. Red Bull came to us with this crazy idea to this Impractical style Joker style shoot within the Hard Rock Casino, which is here in Hollywood, which is that big guitar hotel. To do this little prank show within multiple sets at the Hard Rock. We were going to be having some of the Red Bull racers pulling the prank. We have, of course, Max, who's going to be the one calling the shots behind the scenes. He's a little more famous. And then we're going to have Isaac, who is their newer driver, pulling the pranks. He is obviously famous and well known, but we want to have that moment of like, oh my God, it's Isaac or what have you after revealing it. We're also going to have a Miami comedian. His name is Mr. Ed. He is hilarious. He's a local legend here. So they came to us a month before asking how we want to do this. First, we thought about doing some PTZs, but then we realized that we're going to have multiple locations at the Hard Rock itself. So being able to set up a bunch of PTZs at multiple locations isn't going to be feasible within the budget itself. So what we ended up doing was landing on having multiple GoPros set at those locations. We have them roll and then we walk into them, and then we have some floating camera operators that are hiding in between either a pillar or a big sign, so that way they're not seen. Of course, after a while, when you're getting pranked, you're going to start looking for some cameras. It's the nature of today's environment. So the moment that we have a big prank, we hide off for like a second or two, let the next people roll in, and then we come back out and do another prank. That way it allows us to do it. One thing that we noticed though was when we did our walkthrough is that we had, of course, these multiple locations planned, but when we did our walkthrough, we realized the second location, there was nowhere to hide anything. We couldn't even put a video village in the back, so we had to mainly focus on landing at one location to be able to execute this project. And obviously it worked out really well because it allowed us to really capture and grab as much shots as we can and get really experimental with some of the shots. Those hidden cameras that you see are just GoPros that we put all around. We put some on top of the ceiling, we put some on top of the pillars, we put some down on the computer, put one that by the bell so they're ringing it. We put one so it's like kind of like a webcam that they get to play with and have fun. You know, one thing about this project was really capturing all the different angles, but it really came down to the two main camera operators that were on the actual show floor of the lobby itself. And we had those guys hidden, and then we also had another camera that was just filming Max delivering the prank, but that's off-site, kind of in a hidden environment, and we had another GoPro on top of the video village. One thing to know about this project that was really important was redundancy. Because we only had 1 hour of the talent, nothing can go down, nothing can fail, right? So in order to do that, we had multiple battery backups for everything. The video village is hard powered by the Hard Rock, but let's say like the power goes out or that breaker fails, we had battery backups for all of it. Same thing with our cameras. We had multiple batteries on there, so if something needed to be hot swapped to switch batteries, nothing went down and went entirely seamless. And the same thing goes for the GoPros. They had their own internal batteries, but they were also plugged into either additional batteries or into the power itself. Everything had its redundancies. One thing about this project is that there was a little bit of secrecy on how we were able to capture such an efficient way, and we can't really talk about it, but just know here at Me Media, if there's something specific that you have in mind and you want to capture it, we want to ensure everything that we can for a smooth as possible production so you can get the content that you need to be able to produce something. And of course, if you want to know, feel free to email me and I'll talk a little bit more about that, so that way we have that engagement and show you how we're able to execute something so flawlessly within a short period of time. Just because we have 1 hour doesn't mean we were only there for 1 hour of the day. No, we were there the entire day. We got there early in the morning. We had our grip truck and grip trailer there getting everything set up, and then we also did multiple rehearsals, so that way the moment it came down to shooting, all of our camera operators knew the exact moves we needed to do, as well as our camera ACs and our assistants knew everything that we needed to do time by time, so that way everything was well rehearsed. The moment the talent lands, we're able to execute extremely fast and effectively. We're able to have walkie-talkies to be able to communicate effectively, whether that's from me and my team to communicate, the audio engineers, as well as the different talent communicating to each other, being able to pull the prank, or it's the Red Bull team communicating with each other to coordinate everything. Everything runs on communication, and we had an extremely smooth shoot. The client was extremely happy, and when they're happy, we're happy. And man, we love the way this project came out, and we're so excited to be able to share with you how it turned out. You know, we love being able to bring these fun projects to life. You know, a lot of times when clients come to us, sometimes they have the crazy, wacky ideas, and we love to bring those crazy, wacky ideas to life. There is nothing too crazy for us. The only thing that limits us is budget, but one beautiful thing about here at Me Media is that we're a full-service production company, and we have everything in-house. So when budget is a factor, we're able to make things work and see what the best plan of attack is to make something come to life. Thank you so much for taking the time for watching this video. If you want to see some more behind the scenes of how we produce some of these projects, I would love to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and talk to you guys soon.